Okay, so the secondary part of this is obviously the rest of the transmission. We did the previous video, the main transmission section. So now we're on to this section of the transmission. Here we have the counterbalance gear. The rubber buffers inside are still good. There's hardly any play there. Normal wear and tear on this. These are case hardened, so there's no real issue to contend with, so we're lucky with that guy. Primary output gear, this guy is in very good condition as well, nothing to report there. Standard wear and tear, looking good. We have to inspect all of these things. That's the nut, and we have that guy where our nut goes. Fantastic. Also, nothing to report there, no scuffing, very good condition for its age. These blasters are old machines and they're starting to see some wear. Luckily these components are very hardy. Our keyway, nothing to report there, in very, very good condition actually. I've seen much worse. And we have our retaining plate screws, main retaining plate, bearing retainer with the main screw and the two screws for the other retaining plate, which is this guy. Fantastic. He has a slight crack in him. I don't think that's going to be of any consequence using this item again. I will replace it, however. Our bush, which goes onto the crank, and the crank seal rests on the outside. What we can see here is a wear pattern over there and on that side from crank seals, and we can not feel anything with our fingers. I've had much worse where these indentations or these wear patterns have been consequential and I've had to replace this, but this guy is in very good condition. And of course the retaining nut for our idler. We also have, let's go to here, that's our lock washer for our idler gear, for the counterbalance gear. I took it off to show you what it looks like once it's been used. This is a one-time usable item. I've cleaned it. It's not getting used. It's being replaced. That's our kickstart idler gear with the nut all cleaned up in good condition. You can see within the brass bushing little oil retention divots. The wear on this brass bushing is minimal at this stage. There's no side to side flop really. It's within spec, so that's good. These are the shim washers for either side of that guy, and our retaining clips, these I cleaned up to show you what they look like. In fact, that one you can see how it's knurled over. Let's find a pointy thingy. You can see how it's knurled over from the outside inwards, like so. These are one-time usable items and we do not reuse them, so these get thrown away and replaced. So yeah, that's pretty much the transmission. We'll get onto clutch basket and discussions around that shortly.